What's up, everybody? This is Wes from Gigatitan, and today I've got the next match of the Showdown series. I know you guys are all excited. Woo! Little teabag for fun there. So this is the next match of the Showdown series. I'm going against Coalbuscus here, and we are both on gunners. He is on his national gunner, and I'm on my royal gunner. So since I'm a little noob cake and I'm only level 10, he decided to be an awesome person and be a fair sport, and he just took out hero points because I seem to be noticing a trend here, which is me always being way too low level for these. So, thank you for those of you who want to make this fair. This is great. Okay, so anyways, this match was filmed a while ago, but I was incarcerated, so it's coming out now. Don't ask. Questions just only complicate things, and you'll have to go into a witness protection program, and that won't be fun. And then there will be a bunch of legal issues, and that's just trouble everywhere. So as you can see, I have my long-range shotgun and my short-range shotgun, and I also have the Dapper RPG. I almost said shotgun. Dapper RPG for style. He's using a short-range machine gun, I'm assuming, and a long-range shotgun, and he's got his RPG also, because we're just dapper like that, dapper fellows and stylish fellows. That's a reference you'll get if you played this game for more than 5 minutes. And we decided to have a lot of fun on this match. So this match includes lots of 1, Band-Aids, lots of 2, RPGs, lots of 3, critical hits, I guess, because I just got one right there, and lots of 4, magic, because poof, you'll see later, but magic. So stay tuned, you'll have fun, captain-y goodness, coal-y goodness, buscus-y goodness, and crunchy goodness too. That one actually kind of makes sense, so that was very surprising to me as well. So, RPG shots, those are very fun, just launching people into the air. What I find myself doing a lot with the short range and long range shotgun is I'll use my Leggett, I'll run out, I'll hit them once with the long range, and then as I'm closing ranks with the short range, I'll do as much damage as I can, and when it looks like the tide's turning against me, I'll whip out my RPG and blast them sky high. So you'll see that a lot this match. Also, I guess I probably should have mentioned this a wee bit earlier, but see those black bars on the side? That's because I'm an idiot and recorded this in window mode. But, it made the frame rate better, so, quality over quantity, even though this is making quality worse, and there's not more quantity. So, that statement was false. But, we'll go with it. I'll roll with it. That'll be my excuse for this. So, there is little bits of lag spike in it, but, who cares? It's worth it. Most of it's fine. See, my connection also is bad there. But, anyways, this whole incarceration thing, yeah, actually, it's probably better if you guys just don't know any of the details. So, whenever I'm out of prison, this video will be uploaded. So, that's my excuse for this one. So, he caps me there, I guess. The Landmaker, yes. Whatever that is. That's the inland invasion machine gun thing, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I've had some of these backlined for a little while, but I guess backlining doesn't really make sense when you don't upload them. So there's my excuse right there, which is a big fat 0. Anyways, this is going to be better. My server thingy subscription ends in like a week, so I'm going to have to renew that because I am not going to forget about you people who I haven't done this with yet. So, blast him sky high there again with the RPG keg, hit him again with the RPG, and launch some more shotgun RPG goodness. Miss him again, but it's cool, man, it's all cool, so you just gotta do that, and I don't know what the heck impression that was, but I'm having fun, so, that's what's important. So, if you haven't caught on yet, Band-Aids are allowed. I saw some comments that said that, but yes, as a gunner, Band-Aids are one of the most useful things ever. So, since we caught on to each other using lots of Band-Aids in this match, so we made it a point to, whenever we saw each other using a Band-Aid, we shot our RPG at them to do minimal damage, but just to stop the Band-Aid. And then we would use that as our opportunity to strike. So, always, moral of this lesson, always be a little jerk and waste other people's widgets, because it's perfect and it works wonderfully. And it especially doesn't matter because this server is unranked, so, unlimited widgets, infinity widgets. Which also, have you guys seen the new helicopter stuff? I mean, at first I was really skeptical. I was like, helicopters. I wonder how that's going to be. Wonder how spawn camping is going to be. But it's actually kind of hard to stay in one place for very long with helicopters. So, little lag spiky here. But the helicopters are actually very fun. I bought the unlimited helicopter widget on my national gunner. I've been playing on him a lot lately. I leveled him up a couple times. So you'll probably be seeing some gameplay of him more recently. But the helicopters are actually a lot of fun. You can spawn them on Alpine Assault, which I didn't know until a little bit ago. I don't think they spawn normally, but you can use the widget to spawn them there. But it's kind of pointless because you can't really see anything because of all the trees. Because I tried there, and the first thing I did was crash into a tree. So a little jump there because it was a little laggy poo, and it's a little laggy poo again. But it was also a little boring. So, courtesy of movie magic, I cut out the boring parts, and the rest is here for your enjoyment. So if there's any more boring parts, that's just because I've been in prison, and I didn't catch that part. So, let's continue on with this battle. I wonder if you shot somebody in real life with an RPG, if they would really go flying. I really, really, really doubt that. So that's part of what makes this game fun. So doing a little sneaky poo over here, healing some more. I see him coming around, and the commando in me comes out. I strike suddenly. Suddenly the Captain Crunch comes out to feast on its prey. And then I don't remember what happens. Apparently, let's see, I blast him in the midair. Oh yeah, I remember this part now. He gets away like the dastardly fellow he is. He sneaks away off into the distance. And then I start firing RPG shots to try and end his heal, but it didn't work because I don't see him. And then I'm like, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. That song is actually about the Black Death. So it's kind of a sad song for kids to be singing. So, that's not exactly the best thing. So if your kids, when you get to that point in your life, if they ever start singing that song, just shoot it down quick. Poor choice of words there, but critical hits and then fall damage. Always your best option with the RPG. And the shotgun. And here, volley shot. Volley shots and airborne assaults and ballistics are like my all-time favorite things to do with gunners. Things to do. Might turn into a when I'm bored lately or later or something. It's a thing I like to do, so little heads up there possibly. So maybe like, I don't know, montage, mini-tage of ballistic / volley shot / airborne assault, other stuff. So another boring part, cut it out. It's all good though. So I spot the man, see him coming around, do a little jumpy action, and pull out the shotgun, do my little retreat action again, and do that. Okay, so, the thought just occurred to me. If you got shot in the chest that many times with a shotgun, like that close up, it kind of seems like a sawed-off shotgun, the short, fast one. That would not be a pleasant experience. I never really considered these things before because, I don't know, it's a cartoon game and you use Band-Aids and stuff. Also, another thing with the Band-Aids, I've noticed a lot too because there were a lot of tense moments in this match when I was just hiding around the corner using the Band-Aids. After a while, you can hear like the little beep thing of the heart rate monitor at the hospitals at the end, like it's healing, so that was pretty cool. I got lucky with that shot there. But yeah, I never noticed that. So with that shot, I hit him safely behind cover. Smooth move on my part, but it gave me a chance to heal. So I see my opportunity, and I run out again, blast myself up, survey the scene a little bit, do a little surveying action. Unfortunately, I don't see anything, so I might need to go to the optometrist and have my eyes looked at a little bit. So, next week's video, I bring Captain Crunch to the optometrist, and he has a little eye checkup. So next week, he's going to have glasses, and, maybe if we can afford it, we'll do some contacts. So here I become a little baby loser, and I hide behind here. I play it smart, but it's not really the most entertaining thing. So I'm just chilling back here waiting because I'm clearly outmatched. I run out a little bit, but then I'm like, yeah, retreat. So I bring out my Band-Aid, and I camp a little bit, and then he wrecks the Band-Aid. And then I shoot my little more stuff out there, see that he's not coming, and I use my Band-Aid again. And I camp like a little baby loser, like a little, wah, I'm a loser, wah. But it works because I have full HP now, and I run out, and he's nowhere to be seen, so it wasn't like a huge deal. Then I find him, blast him with shotgun, critical 19. That's kind of a pathetic critical hit. So with the premium accounts, if you guys have seen those lately, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to get one, and I'm just going to hope that the National Army wins with the War Room. That's also something I haven't addressed yet. The War Room. The War Room is great. If you guys haven't done anything a part of that yet, it's a wonderful way to earn VP and treasure chest keys if you win the war now. I see that currently the National Army is destroying the Royals, so I was using this character before the War Room came out, so I don't feel like such a loser in this match because when this was recorded, it was pre-prison, pre-war room. So anyways, with the war room, you can get like great rewards. If you win with a gold ranking, you can get 2,000 VP, which if you don't know, that's a lot of VP. That's probably at least 3 times the VP I have right now. You'd think with all the recruits I get that I'd have some VP, but you know, everybody I recruit gets to level 1, so nothing happens there. But I'm thankful for the recruits anyways. I'm glad you guys are wanting to play this game, so I do a little skippy poo again there because it's really laggy again. So I come out of my hiding place, throw my keg into the air. That reminds me of my days with Aaron back in the closed beta. I was on my gunner originally, and he was on his character Gigatitan. This was on my old account before I actually really started playing. And we would just fly back when the 3 maps were just Seaside Skirmish, Buccaneer Bay, and Victory Village. Those were the only 3. And then I remember Coastal Clash got added, and it was like, what? Brand new level, this is awesome. But we would go to Seaside Skirmish, and I would ride on the wing of his plane because I didn't know how to fly yet. And then he would fly over the village in Seaside Skirmish, and I would just throw my kegs in, and it was a lot of fun because that was back when Battlefield Heroes was first coming out, and it was all fun. So I blast him off the roof here, get him with a little shotgun action, his way down, blast him again. I'm like, oh no you didn't, girlfriend, and I cap him there. So it's like bam, and then he was dead. So reloading my shotgun like a BA, and then do a little crouching action. It looks like a dress when he's crouched down, if you guys ever noticed that. But anyways, Battlefield Heroes has actually been doing a lot of really cool updates that they finally are releasing. These things were well known back in the beta days, back in like 2010 when everybody was playing even more. So I'm glad that they're finally releasing these. A lot of people are complaining about them finally releasing it and why it took so long, which I was a part of. But now that it's here, I'm really happy that they did add some good additions. So if you aren't playing this game, I highly recommend it because I've been having a whole lot of fun with it lately. For a while there, I wasn't really playing it much, but the last few days actually, I've been playing a lot on my national gunner, Poo Stanky. So if you ever want to join my match, feel free to add me and hop in a game. We could have some fun together, maybe record some stuff. But yeah, I've been playing a lot lately, mostly on all the helicopter maps, just because I've been practicing my flying and whatnot. Still not too great at fall damage again there. Fall damage is like the greatest thing ever. But yeah, the helicopters are really fun. I personally think the Royal ones look a lot cooler than the National ones, but so far I've only flown the National ones. So the first day when I tried to do the helicopters, I was getting so fed up because I tried for 30 minutes and I finally found a spawn, and I got to one and I got in it and I started lifting off, and then I had a problem with my connection. It unfroze and I was upside down and I couldn't recover from it. So I was like, why can't I do this? Then I got really fed up and I was like, helicopters are stupid. I hate Battlefield Heroes. And then I came back the next day with an open mind and I tried it again, and I was like, I love this game. What am I talking about? And then I bought the widget because I was fed up trying to find it on my own, and it's been good happy times since then. So I would also recommend buying that just because it's fun. I mean, people say pay to win. I've said it before too. But honestly, if I'm paying 5,000 funds to have the equivalent of like $4 worth of fun, or $10, I don't know how much it is, $10 or something for 12,000 funds or something. But if I'm paying like $10 for multiple hours of fun, I think it's worth it. Because it's like, if I were paying for a normal video game, not online, I don't have to pay for any of this stuff. It's completely free. So if I'm paying for it like the price of like, I don't know, a Wii game or an Xbox game or something, then, and I'm having like more fun than I would, it's definitely worth it. So I know I've spent some money on funds and weapons and stuff before you were able to buy any of it with VP, but that's also another great addition with the War Room, because you're getting 2,000 VP if you have a gold rating when you win the War Room. That is like a fifth the way to an Uber weapon, which before it was completely impossible to buy with VP. I mean, 10,000 VP when you're just doing it for missions. Right there was the magic. You guys saw the magic. He just poofed away, and it was magical, and he disappeared, and I don't know how he did it, but he's a boss, and he destroyed me. So back to what I was talking about a minute ago. So that brings you really a lot closer to getting a Uber weapon with VP. So again, if you quit for any reason because of the workbench additions or whatever, disregard what I've said in the past. It's turned out to be a good addition. They've changed some stuff, and it's all starting to work out good now. there are still some questionable things like the pirate pistol with 2 shots and the RPG with 2 shots. But, you know, you got to adapt and embrace. You got to embrace the new coming world and accept the new changes that are for better or for worse. You know, this sounds like a marriage proposal. I'm not going to get all sappy or whatever. But, yeah, it's fun. So he expertly blasted me over the fence there, and he starts running off. So I try to go for some RPG action, miss a little bit there. Go back over here to camp and heal. So things are looking down for me here. I'm down 1 kill, he's up 1. He needs 3 to beat me, I need 4 to beat him. So I do a little chargey action over here, try and catch him off guard, do a little launching, miss with my shotgun. I hope I can get it here, but I went to a crazy lag spike, and then my computer went stupid, so I ended the recording, and then I killed him. And I don't remember how I killed him because this was all pre-prison, oh my, oh my, oh my. And now we're all tied up, it's getting intense. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, maybe not. I don't know about you guys, but my allergies have been terrible lately. It's bad. I got some nasal spray yesterday, so hopefully that'll work. Hopefully I don't sound too plugged up in this recording, but, you know, allergies, man. I hate those. So I do a little blast launchy Coalbuscus action there, because that's always fun. It's always a great way to start the fight if you're a gunner. You know, if you could have a keg as a soldier, too, that'd be great. So I end his Band-Aid there, because I'm like, oh, no, you didn't. And then I run over here to get him again. Miss with the shotgun because I'm a moron. And then I charge. I went all out. Thought I was going to die. Got him there, though. 32 HP. Thank you, shield. So I go back over here to heal. Skip that part because it's boring. And he goes flying out of nowhere. So I'm launching some actions over there. I'm launching some missiles over there. Mixing up my words here. I'm getting a side cramp. This isn't fun. Anybody know how to stop a side cramp? Leave a comment. I would love to know about that. So I decided to go for another charge, shoot my RPG at him, get him up in the air again. That's like my favorite thing to do. I go for him again, get him again. I'm sure that's really obnoxious. I'm sorry for that. So if you're watching this video, I'm sorry for that being obnoxious. I know I launched you into the air a lot of times in this battle. So I see him going back over there. Now I'm thinking I've played enough Commando on this level to know where this is going. I can launch myself up there. Especially without having to worry about the being killed timer thing. So I come up here and started checking out. I'm like, well, he's not on the stairs. Oh, there he is. And then he sees me immediately, so that didn't work. But I did launch him in the air. I did get a 36 with the shotgun. Do a little more Coalbuscus action, miss with the keg, get a little bit of splash damage with the RPG. Again, splash damage is great for ending Band-Aids or whatever. And so I hop out again, go for the ambush, and I get him there. 21 HP, it's getting close. And then it's a little bit of a misunderstanding there. He starts shooting me after I was responding to him, but he stops because he realizes I was typing. Thank you very, very much for that. I really appreciate that, and major props to you for having a great conscience, I guess you might say. Sorry. Got something gross in my throat. I'm going to die. I think I'm going to die, you guys. Okay, false alarm. I'm still alive. False alarm, guys. You hear that one? Yeah, you can go home. No, send the Coast Guard home. It's cool. No. Are you guys charging me for this? No, really, it was a false alarm. No, guys, please go home. No, I can't afford this. I just got out of prison. Okay, sorry guys. Thanks for watching this, and subscribe for more. So thank you very, very much for this match, Coalbuscus, and I'll see you guys next time.